Hello everyone, welcome to another super amazing class that we are going to take here. So, I'm going to start with tricks on Porifera, but at the last, I have a surprise for you. Before tricks, let's start some basic concepts of Porifera. Porifera are commonly called as sponges. They are most simple of all animals because they have no tissue. They have no tissue. Specialized parts. Sponge's life is entirely dependent on water. So first specialized part is spore, which is also called as ostium. As the name Porifera means, spore bearer are covered in small holes that allow water to flow into their bodies. Because the water moves into the spongy, we call them incurrent pores. What? Incurrent pores. Osculum. Another specialized part is osculum. Water exits the spongy out of the large opening at the top called as osculum. So, water enters from ostium and goes out from osculum. So, don't confuse between both the terms. Ostium and osculum. Filter feeding. Sponges filter the food out of the water that goes in their pores. The filtered water then exits through the osculum. See, this is filter chamber. Body is divided into three parts. Outer is spinacoderm, inner is choanoderm, and middle is mesenchyme. I repeat, outer is spinacoderm, inner is choanoderm, and middle is mesenchyme. Spinacoderm contain archaeocytes. Archaeocytes has capability of totipotent. You know totipotent means regeneration. They have power of regeneration. Choanoderm. Choanoderm. Choanoderm contain choanocytes. Choanoderm contain choanocytes, also called collar cells. They are specialized cells that use flagella, pipe-like structure to create a water current and trap food from the moving water. You know, that is why they are non-motile, because they don't have to move for search of food. Mesenchyme contain amoebocytes. What? Amoebocytes. They are amoeba-like cells that can move around within the walls of the spongy. These cells can move and digest food. They can move to build spicules where needed. Now, what is spicules? It is a harder sponge. Have a simple skeleton made of small spike-shaped structures called spicules. Softer sponges are made of a network of fibers called spongin. That means body is supported by a skeleton made up of spicules and spongin fibers. Spicules and spongin fibers. Now come to the reproduction. Why organisms reproduce sexually? Why? Because to receive a set of chromosomes from two different parents. Right? To receive a set of chromosomes from two different parents. But some organisms can reproduce asexually also. To create an identical copy of one parent. Why? To create an identical copy of one parent. Sponges can reproduce both bisexually and asexually. In sexual reproduction, an adult spongy releases sperm cell into the water. The sperm enters through the pores of another spongy and fertilizes an egg cell. A larva develops and leaves through the osculum. The larva settles on a hard surface and develops into an adult spongy. Now, one thing, have you observed how larva is moving? Adult spongy is non-motile, but larva is moving, right? How larva is transferred to another spongy? Because you have to remember, this is very important, because larva is motile, but adult spongy is non-motile, right? So now you only remember this, that larva is motile but adult spongy is non-motile. Now, asexual reproduction. They reproduce by budding and fragmentation, right? They reproduce by budding and fragmentation. Budding. A small new spongy grow from the side of an adult spongy. You know what is budding, right? Eventually, it detached from the parent body. Fragmentation. Spongy is split or broken into pieces accidentally. Remember this, accidentally broken into pieces. New clone attached to a surface and begin to grow. Now, right, new clone attached to a surface and begins to grow. Now come to the tricks on Porifera. I hope you have understood till here. If you have not subscribed, then please subscribe, share, like. A, B, C. A, B, C. Don't worry, I'm not going to teach you alphabets, but we are going to modify here. A for asymmetry. A for asymmetry, which means no equality. Cannot divide into two equal halves. B for blastula. It is a stage of cell division. Only cell division occurs till blastula stage. Thus, it does not form any germ layer. Thus, it do not form any germ layer because the division is only till blastula stage. So, B for blastula. C for cellular and canal system. C for cellular and canal system. It cellular level of organization. It has cellular level of organization, and canal system is divided into three parts: asconoid, syconoid, leuconoid. You don't need to study this in more detail. Only learn these words: asco, psycho, leuco. Conoid is common. You can see asconoid looks simpler and leuconoid look most complex. Most complex. A for asymmetry, B for blastula, C for cellular and canal system. It is divided into three parts: asco, psycho, leuco. Leuco is most complex. Now, most of students have problem to remember that development is direct or indirect, fertilization is external or internal. It is very general, easy, or you can say silly topic. But many times question can come from the silly topic. So for this, only remember one sentence. For making any ID require fees. What? For making any ID you require fees. Now take ID. ID. I for indirect, D for development. I for indirect, D for development. So it has indirect development in Porifera. Easy peasy, yes? Indirect development, ID, for making any ID, indirect development. You require fee. Look at the spelling of fertilization. FE means fertilization and E for external. It has external fertilization. For making any ID, you require fees. Most important is examples. Very important examples. So I have tricks for examples also. In one class, I will complete full Porifera. Now come to example. Now listen to the story. Leuco is the name of girl. Leuco is the name of girl. She has to go for SSC exam, which is going to held in U Plectula Highway. Leuco has to go to SSC exam, which is going to held in U Plectula Highway. Leuco means leucosolenia. Leuco means leucosolenia. S for Sicon. S for Sicon. Another S of SSC is spongula. Sicon, spongula, and C for Sleona. C for Sleona. Sleona is, its common name is boring spongy. Boring spongy. Sleona is boring spongy. The leuco is leucosolenia. S for Sicon. S for spongula. C for Sleon. Exam. Has to go for exam. Stands for Euspongia. Exam stands for Euspongia. U Plectula is itself is an example. Now come to the highway. Highway, pronounce highway. You pronounce highway. High, high. High for hyolonema. High for hyolonema. Hyolonema. Right? Hyolonema. So leuco means leucosolenia. Has to go for SSC exam. SSC. S for Sicon. Spongula. C for Sleona. Exam is Euspongia. Where it is going to held? U Plectula Highway. U Plectula is itself an example. And highway. Highway stands for hyolonema. U Plectula. Its common name is Venus flower basket. Venus flower basket. You know, U Plectula is symbol of union till death in Japan because it lives in a commensal relationship. Where? Which relation? Commensal relationship with some shrimps. Commensal relationship means living in a relationship with one organism derives food or other benefits from another organism without hurting or helping it. So this U Plectula is given as a gift in marriages because it is a symbol of union till death. And come to the surprise. It is on my next video. My next video is on last 33 years questions of NEET on Porifera. So watch this video twice if not understood and prepare yourself for the next video. Nothing is going to come out from this video in me. All the best everyone. Thank you for watching this video.